కనిపిస్తుందా?
Yeah.
Okay. So today we are going to talk about laboratory data. Okay, in the laboratory. So we have completed the DM, sub-DM, exposure, adverse event, vital signs, and the laboratory. So laboratory, sorry, I'm going to do.
We didn't have Ali. We did not have any class yesterday and day before, right?
No, even yeah. I spoke with the Bala. I spoke with Bala yesterday for something else.
Okay.
So he wants to explain some related to efficacy and Adam related information. So I gave you like brief things about Adam, and so I sent the message, and he said he's not gonna be. He will be joined tomorrow. So anyway.
Okay.
So okay, we're gonna continue with this one. So the same like how we did with all the remaining data sets. So we get the okay, so we get the header part. In the domain name, which is LB. Check variables. Okay, so we don't have that. I don't have the libraries. Sorry.
Okay, Ali. 1 second. I'll share you my screen, and I'll show exactly what I am speaking about. Okay. Just 1 second. Okay. Just give me one. Can you see my screen?
I think I need to stop it the screen or what? Okay, stop the screen. Yes. Yeah, I can see it now.
You can see, right? Okay.
Yes.
Now, see, I just opened this.
Okay. Did you apply for citizenship or what?
I became citizen long back.
Okay.
Been almost like 3 years.
I should have to apply this year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think now they'll give faster because they need election. I mean, if election is coming, they'll give faster.
Okay. So I'm gonna apply in maybe next month. So did you apply your own or you use someone else?
No, I applied by myself. Okay. See, now I opened the SAS tool, right? And now, you know what? I'm talking about that lib name, right? So, I mean, without even giving lib name or anything. Okay. See, it automatically comes.
Yeah, it does. Yes. When you open like that, it comes because when you have a SAS software in your system, yes, it does automatically. Yes. When you double click on it.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was saying last time.
No. Yeah, you can able to open like that also. Yes.
Okay.
But you have to open your SAS tool, right? So once you open your SAS tool, then only you can double click on it. Then only the file is going to be open. So without doing anything, so
yeah, basically
opening the SAS tool.
If SAS tool is open, we can open anything because I try to.
Yeah, even the data sets too.
Yeah, I try to open even these programs and they just pop up, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's it. I just want to, because last time we were discussing about this, I just want to ask if that is okay, like if that is common that
we
can expect without giving lib name. Can we type different data sets like that?
The lib name is, so the statement itself is creating the library and you are accessing all the files, whatever the files in the folder you're accessing in the SAS system.
Okay.
So you're bringing the whole folder into the SAS system by using the libname statement. Okay. That is the functionality of using the libname. So you cannot open every time, every time you're opening the files and you do your analysis. No, it doesn't work like that. So you have to bring every stuff and you use whatever you need it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think you practice something, right? So have you practiced any with that?
Yeah. I mean, I did not practice all. I practiced only like DM,
Okay.
but because I was like in Halifax for the last 2 days. I have to go for work.
Oh, you working there?
No. We have some locations there because
Okay.
I
Okay.
recently joined, and I'm a quality person, right? So they want me to go visit the sites and give me my feedback. So
Okay.
they send
Mhm.
me there for 2 days.
Okay. So you didn't have any experience on, the pharma. So you're from background from food science, or?
No. I have background in pharmaceutical. I worked in pharmaceutical company
Okay. Then why did you apply for the pharma company? Why it's food?
because there is no pharmaceutical companies in Atlantic provinces.
Okay. Uh-huh.
When I was in Toronto, I worked for Apotex, and then when
Okay.
cannabis industry was legalized, I joined cannabis industry and I moved to I moved to New Brunswick,
Okay. Uh-huh.
and now
And what do you work there in the Apotex? You work as what? Quality
uh,
assurance?
quality assurance in process quality assurance,
Okay. Okay.
like
Interesting.
line clearance and
Okay.
deviation,
Okay.
batch
Okay.
releasing batch records, that like that.
Oh. Okay. 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 Mhm.
And then I moved to cannabis, and then I did not like cannabis, so I was looking for other jobs, and
Okay.
uh, now I got into food industry again.
Yeah. It's a different industry completely.
Hmm.
Okay. Anyway, so we can continue. We can talk after because we don't want to
Yeah.
waste our time here. And I just try to bring the specification. Okay. All right. So here the same thing. So you bring the study ID,
Hmm.
subject ID, domain. It will be the common for all data sets. So you do the same thing how we did with the. So you bring this stuff. Okay. So you comment LB mapping. Okay. So LB1. And so I'm going to take the lab.raw. Okay. So this is the raw data set we are using it. So the domain would be
LV.
LB. So capital LB. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not like small. Okay. So that's make sure to. Okay. Let me check. So unique subject ID, site ID, and run. So let's run this one. Okay, so here. Okay, so study is uninitialized as expected. So because when you check the lab.raw,
Hmm. There's no study.
so yeah, you have study ID. So I don't know why the data itself is not the right thing. So maybe you can sometimes when you have like this, so you can communicate with the CDM people and ask them why there is two study ID. One is study ID, other one is study. Okay, so you can raise a query. Okay. All right, now it's good. Okay, so this one is done, and after that one, the LB sequence, as usual, we do at the
We do
end.
that.
Okay, so thereafter we have group ID, ref ID, sponsor ID.
Hmm.
If the client provide this information, yes, you have to map it. Obviously, these are permissible variable. If you have the information, yes, you have to map it. Otherwise, you just leave it. Then you have LB test CD, LB test, and LB category. Okay, so these three variables we're going to see. So it is a similar like vital signs because this is also finding domain. Okay, so all the finding domains will be having the same kind of structure. So if you know one or two examples, so you'll be do the similar structures for other data sets. So I believe so from my point of view, if you do like up to here these data sets AE, VS, LB, EX, so you can be able to manage around 60-70% of SDTM data sets. Okay, so LB, the laboratory data set. So basically what happened, the laboratory data set you won't be get from the CRF. So usually when you mapping any information, so usually open the CRF, right? When you're doing like
Hmm.
the vital signs, or we have
Yeah.
so in SDT we have a CRF. But here in the particular for this condition for laboratory as well as the ECG and some more other domains. So like mostly like you do like external, this information you take the samples from the subjects and you send to the external lab, and you will get in Excel sheet, or sometimes you will get in their kind of forms. Okay. How we do in the regular, when you go to outside of in India, you go outside some diagnostic centers and you get the results, right? The same thing here also it works. The laboratory, you won't be directly get the information from the CRF, you get from the outside, maybe from the diagnostic center or maybe healthcare centers. So they will have their own kind of the data entry, and so you will either get in like Excel or some information. So basically the data entry people or CDM people, they automatically enter in this raw data. So we just need to map directly with this raw data. So you don't need to enter anything, not like the vital signs, you're mapping directly from the information from there. So this is directly you get from the CDM people, and you directly map the particular variable. Okay. So here you can see, based on your experience, you can able to directly see, like which variable goes to the which variable. Like for example, LB test series should be here, LB test, and the eval value. So the value which would be the original result, and there is a unit and upper value and lower value. This is a specification, and this is the standard value, and this is the standard unit, standard lower value, standard upper value, and this is a numeric format. Okay. And this is in a character standard value, numeric standard values, and this is an indicator, the reason for indicator. Okay. So in case, like for example, you see here there is upper, lower, and the lower and upper value, right? So 1.83 is come under this specification, so that is a normal. So if it is beyond, like for example here in this case 7.215, and you got the numeric standard value will be the 7.64, which is high value. Okay. Okay, 1 second. Okay, sorry. So these are the indicator in the result, how your result looks like, and this is the character format. So whenever you get the result in a character format, so you have separated as a character standard value. So it's a clear, colorless, negative. So urine analysis in the LB data set.
One question. Can you go to the table? Okay. When you're saying n standard value, can you explain what exactly is that? What is n standard value?
It's a numeric standard value. For example, you see here standard value. So 1.8303. So you see here, and all the numeric thing would be in this value. In this column.
Okay.
And all the character ones would be in this character standard value. So the indicator would be like if it is under specification or above specification. Based on that one, you can able to explain like which is high or which is normal. Okay, so in the laboratory, so basically the most of the time you will have three categories: biochemistry, hematology, and urine analysis. Okay. So the biochemistry, obviously you will do like all the bilirubin, glucose, and so sodium, those ones, and hematology will be the hemoglobin, the platelet, RBC. So urine analysis, obviously these have ketones, so some urine tests. Okay, so this is a general idea about the laboratory. So sometimes what happen, it may, like you see here, it's almost like maybe thousands.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. So it's almost like 4,000 something.
Because 48 subjects,
Yeah,
each subject
yeah.
almost
Each
like.
subject has more test likes, right? So that's the reason it has like almost like 75, 74. Okay.
Yeah.
So up to 7, maybe. I don't know. We will do when we do the LB sequence, then only can able to
Yeah.
know how many record for each subjects. Okay, so this is a general idea about the laboratory, and based on this laboratory, we just need to map it directly with mapping only. So in case if you need to derive like unique subject ID or some other, you can able to derive those ones. So the next one is LB test CD. So LB test CD is the short name, okay, short name of the test, and the LB test will be the bigger one, like explanation of that, the short name and the category of the LP. So these are required variables. So in the programming derivation itself, they given test CD test category, which variable you have to map it.
Okay, again, doubt, Ali.
Yes.
Normally in this Excel sheet,
Mm-hmm.
when they say variable and on the last program derivation or comment, normally they'll give from where we have to derive, right?
Yes, they like, for example, here is just like directly giving the CD like a raw data set variable name, but in the real time, in the real scenario, you will be having different, like it's an elaboration one. So you just say like you have to pick up from the raw data set like lab.raw. So you get like comment the programming derivation, so you can have a like explanation there. So you don't need to worry because this is a kind of dummy.
Yeah, but
So,
my question is, Ali, like,
I'm sorry.
is it? I mean, we though we follow this comment section, uh, why do we use CRF? Is it just for our verification to make
Yeah, the cross
we are 100%
verifications. Yes, yes,
100% right?
that is a good practice to do as a new programmer in the initial stages, because
Okay.
sometimes what happen, either even though the specification was created by the experienced candidate, you still have
Yeah.
to double check.
Okay.
So you have to be inactive, that you have to raise an inquiry that this is not something related to this particular
Okay.
variable. So
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
very so yeah, it is good practice. You always check the raw data set variables and the CDM, the CRF,
Yeah.
and implementation guidelines. Like sometimes they write instead of character, they write numeric. So you have to double check, even though they mention like 200 characters and there is a numeric, and you check with implementation guidelines. Oh, he was given by wrongly with the numeric is the character format. So I always have to double check.
Okay.
And that's the reason I'm going like
Yeah.
step by step the process to understand. Okay. So anyway, so the lab test CD is directly mapped to the test CD. So this is in a character format, and there is a
Yeah.
control terminology. Okay, so okay, so all of them should be in the capital letters. Okay. So you check the raw data set for the test series. So obviously these are all in the capital letters, so
Yeah.
we don't need to change anything. And this is also in the character format. Okay. So the VS LB test CD equal to strip of minor. And the next one is LB test. Test control terminology. So will they provide any for you to travel there in
Yeah.
Bangkok?
We'll have company cards. They'll give us a credit card.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay, LB test. bilirubin aminotransferase. Okay, so you can see, yes, but the thing
first
is,
letter is in capital.
yeah, the first letter is capital and every word has a capital letter. So we call as a prop case. Okay, so we need to change to prop case, because here you see there is no prop case. For each word, initial letter would be in the capital. So how did you do? We use the prop case. Okay, and strip off. So test. So the next one is LB cat. So the LB cat, this is a star mark. So in case if the company provided any kind of control terminology, you can able to map it. If not, just use it as it is. So that is in character format. So I'm gonna use the same thing. Okay. Okay, maybe I can use uppercase in case if you sometimes, because we see everything is in the capital, but sometimes what happens, some other, we don't know exactly where exactly, maybe we have small letters there. So we don't want to be throwing error in the penalty. So these three are done, and the next one is so LBS subcategory. So subcategory for lab test, like for example, if it is biochemistry, you will have some other categories. So we don't have that information anyway, so this is permissible. And the next one is LBORES, and this is quite simple comparing to vital signs, because in the vital signs, what happened, your raw data is in different way, like it is in the column. All the parameters in the columns, and you need to transpose those ones as a the row wise, then you map it. So here you have directly given so you directly map it. Okay, so you don't need to worry, like not that much worry about like in the vital signs. So the next one is LBORES, which is the so I will just copy everything. Original results. Okay, laboratory original results. Okay, so original result is the value. So this is in the CRF. It giving origin from the CRF. You can, I don't know, maybe you can cross verify the CRF. Why is giving the CRF? Maybe this one they're taken from the CRF or what? Okay, let's check. Yes. I don't have that information. So vital signs. We have concomitant end of the study. No, we don't have that information laboratory. So why this guy put CRF there? Okay, anyway, we don't have, so we don't want to waste time. Okay, so anyway, so in the specification, they mentioned to map it to the wall. So we go to the wall. So strip off. Is there any control terminology for this one? No, we don't have any control terminology. So this is directly mapped to the wall. This is character format, I guess. Yeah. Okay. And done. Next one is unit. So this unit, original unit. So there is control terminology. Okay. So basically it will be the same thing if it is a %. So most of the time is same.
Probably all capitals. I mean, I see some capitals.
Yes,
But
inhibition. If it is inhibition, if it is yeah, most of them are.
but I think we have to see what I think it's only same unit for everything, right? Oh no.
Yeah. So the units are here in the. Well, you have to check one by one. So unit. Okay, so you take the distinct, look up the distinct values. So we have all these ones. So let's go here. So here is, I don't know which one, U by L. Okay.
By microliter,
Yeah, microliter and DL, L. So in this case, what I like is most of the thing is the same. So I can just give it as it is for unit. So yeah, we leave it as it is. So we don't want to go, sometimes HPF. So this is in, do you know how can we make like instead of HPF, here is like, the small letter and here is big letter. We can give uppercase.
we can use if statement right here, but it will be very lengthy.
Yeah, you have to apply the formats, the proc format. You can use a proc format and you put everything, giving the format directly to the particular variables.
Yeah.
I cannot copy this one. So anyway, I just leave it now for as it is, a strip. Because there is not that much, so. But when you have the formats, you can use the formats. So in the format, sometimes what happen in the company, you will be have for the units also you'll be have a macros. So you can directly apply those macros, or you can apply the by using the proc format. Okay. So initially you can use the proc formats, proc format and the value statement. If it is a character, if it is a numeric, you use the in value. So there is no. I think there is no. Yeah. Any for units. Okay, this is a character. Then you use all the units, and you give the unit at the end, and you put format statement here.
Yeah.
For the particular, so you just give like format statement, and you put LB or ESU, and then you put unit dot. So it can apply everything for now, but I just leave it. I don't want to go involve everything because this is I want to finish this one laboratory today. But you understand, right? How do we do for the expression? So they cancel this part. So the next one is lower limit in original unit. So this is kind of specification. In the laboratory, you will have a specification like upper limit and lower limit. So there is no control terminology. So you directly map with LO and upper limit. So these are character format. Okay. So I'm going to map these two. Okay, so strip off this one, and this one also strip off UP. Up to here, that is all for the original units. Okay, and this is a standard in the character format and a standard in numeric. And so upper Okay, upper, I think it's character. One second. So this one is character result finding in standard format, the numeric result finding in standard units. Okay, and the reference range in character, and this is upper and lower, and the reference range indicator. So this one, the characters, you have to map to the standard val, and there is a control terminal. What is this? Oh, okay. This is in negative or positive. It's a character format. This is not a numeric. So obviously it is in uppercase format. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so this one, the standard web. Okay. This is in a character format. Okay. Uppercase off. Like that. In the numeric.
So it's already, I think, in numeric.
I'm sorry?
The data is already in numeric.
This one.
No, it's in character.
So this is in the character. So we already in the character. We map this one. I'm talking about the numeric standard value. So this one, only the numeric part.
Yeah.
So I'm mapping with only for the numeric part.
I mean, the data is in character, right? But it is saying it has to be in numeric. In the Excel sheet, it is telling
Which one?
This one, see? Numeric.
Yeah, this is in numeric, yes. Yeah, this data also in numeric, right?
No, character.
Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna change it. It's not an issue. Okay, so how do we do that? Input of and standard value. Start. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is what? This is unit. Standard units. So standard unit. So this one. So the standard units, basically, if you have a multi-center study, so you change to the SI units. Okay. So since it is in one site, and so they have changed some kind of SI unit. I don't know why. You see the values are changed. So here is 112, and here you got like 1.875, and the units also will be changed in the upper limit. So instead of a microgram, and they change, micromole, and the values are changed for the standardization. They did some kind of standardizations. I don't know what kind of standardization they have done. So mostly the SI unit they changed. So maybe you can have a Google check what is the SI unit for this microgram per liter. So you will, when you convert 112, you will get 1.875. So maybe you can have a check yourself. And so here for this standard result unit, okay, so we map directly with as a character, as character, directly to this unit. So this is also in the character. Okay, strip off standard. Then lower result, upper result. So this part is done, and this is lower result, standard low, standard up. So these both are numeric. So there is no control terminology for this one. So standard low. Oh, it's in character, right? So we need to change it. Okay, so input off. Okay. So next one is this one, higher result, which is in numeric and the standard up. Okay, so I just changed to Hello?
Yeah. I'm following.
I'm just checking if we are there or
We have
not.
3.5 minutes.
Okay, so I'm gonna finish this too. So
Yeah.
this one is directly assigned to the C character standard value, which is in the character. This part. So it's already in the character format. So there is no control terminology. So okay, and the range indicator, obviously, if it is high and low, that value. So this one is okay. So we have character, and this is a. So obviously this is kind of uppercase maybe. Yeah, uppercase. Okay, so up this off, strip off, standing.
No, indie.
Yeah, sure, sorry. Okay. Okay, so here up to here we okay. So thereafter. Okay. So the completion status, reason test not done. Okay, so the vendor name, the code, specimen type, specimen condition, the method of the test. If the raw data set, sorry, have this information, you can map it. Okay. So since we don't have this information, so I leave them because these are the permissible variables. So basically, what is the reason particular subject test was not done? So that kind of information, and the vendor name. The vendor name, I guess, is for the laboratory name. I guess laboratory, the people who done it, and their ID code, and the specimen type is either blood or plasma.
Yeah.
So urine. So that
Condition.
information, specimen condition. So the what method of the test they have used it, that information will be mapping to these variables. Okay.
Yeah.
And so the baseline flag and the fasting status. Okay, so these the same like how we did with the vital signs. Okay. So before these deriving these ones, we're gonna go with visits because we need a visits, right? So based on that only we can able to derive this information. So visit and visit now. Okay, so we have 40 seconds.
No. So basically, like something that we need to derive using the variables in that Excel sheet, they'll tell we have to derive it in the comment section, right?
Yes, in the specific